It was a Friday night, and the city smelled like rain and exhaust. I remember it clearly. I had stayed late at the office, as usual, trying to finish a report I wasn't even sure anyone would read. You know those nights, right? Where you're just pushing through, fueled by lukewarm coffee and the ticking of the clock. It was already past 10, and the once bustling streets were starting to empty, leaving behind a quiet hum. I finally packed up, a wave of exhaustion washing over me. I sprinted for the last bus, my heart thumping against my ribs, only to see its red taillights pulling away as I reached the corner. I cursed under my breath. Of course. Walking home wasn't the worst thing in the world, except the drizzle was quickly turning into a downpour. My coat was doing a terrible job of keeping me dry, and the neon signs from the shops blurred into trembling puddles on the sidewalk. Everything felt cold and a little bit lonely. Halfway home, drenched and feeling sorry for myself, I saw her. A girl, couldn't have been older than 16, huddled under a broken awning, shivering. She had a battered backpack clutched to her chest, and I could see tear streaks on her rain-soaked face. My first instinct: keep walking. I was tired. I had deadlines. I had my own problems. It's so easy to just put your head down and focus on your own path, isn't it? But something stopped me. Maybe it was the way she looked so small against the big, indifferent city. I took a breath and walked over. "Hey, you okay?" I asked, my voice softer than I expected. She shook her head, not looking at me. She didn't say anything at first, just pointed a trembling finger at her soaked sneakers. Then she whispered, so quietly I almost missed it. Missed the bus. 2 simple words, but they held the weight of a long, miserable night. So I did the only thing that felt right. I opened my small, barely adequate umbrella and held it over both of us. We walked together, side by side in the drizzle. It was awkward, sure. 2 strangers sharing a small circle of dryness in a wet world. She didn't say much more, and honestly, I didn't either. What do you even say in a moment like that? Sometimes just being there, a quiet, steady presence, is more important than any words you could offer. We walked in a comfortable silence, listening to the rhythm of the rain and our footsteps on the pavement. When we finally reached the bus stop near her home, she stopped and looked up at me. A faint smile touched her lips. "Thanks," she said, and that was it. No dramatic backstory, no tearful confession of why she was out so late and alone. Just a simple, genuine thanks. It was just a moment of connection, a shared experience between 2 strangers on a rainy city night. I kept walking the rest of the way home, completely soaked and still tired. But something had shifted. I felt lighter. My life hadn't magically changed. I still had that report to finish. The city was still loud and indifferent, and my apartment was probably cold. But that small, fleeting act of helping someone, of simply choosing not to walk away, reminded me of something important. It reminded me that even on the most ordinary, dreary nights, there's potential for something meaningful. But it's in these quiet, unexpected moments that we find a little bit of warmth, a little bit of humanity. It's a reminder that we're all just walking each other home. Thanks for listening. If this story resonated with you, consider subscribing for more reflections on the small moments that make life beautiful. See you in the next one.